What is up, y'all, man? It is your boy Ryan, man, and we are back with some manga content and reviews. And today we're actually going over the manga Sakamoto Days chapter 168 titled Shark. Now, like I said before in the last video when I did for Jujutsu Kaisen, we're going to be looking at it from my iPad right here, but I will be having the panels posted right here so you guys can be able to follow along with me. And like in the last one, like I say, sometimes I'll talk in third person to make it a little easier to understand and to follow through. So bear with me sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, Sakamoto Days is one of the best new gen mangas that's actually out right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like once it's animated, bro, I know it's gonna go dumb crazy. And I think it should get a studio that focuses on choreography, like Studio Period, the one who did Naruto. I know a lot of people say MAPPA because MAPPA does more like gore and stuff like that. But I feel like even though that would be a good idea, I think because of how much anime they already have on their plate, man, the workers need to go home and sleep and see their family and kids, man. Give them a vacation. You feel me? But that's what my opinion on it. But I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. We're definitely going to get into it. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. We start the chapter off with Shiba telling Amane, "I killed Satoru Yatsumura," with him looking at Amane. Amane, with a confused look, says, "What? Oh, I see. My dad's gone. Why? Why did you kill him?" With Shiba telling him, "Because it was my job." Amane with a blank stare says, "Your job? But you and my dad were close. My dad really trusted you, so then why? What did my dad do? Why did you have to kill him?" With Shiba telling him, "I can't tell you, it's classified." With Amane saying, "I can't just swallow that. You owe me an explanation." Shiba tells him, "Perhaps, but I can't tell you." With Amane grunting you, he says, "I get that you didn't just kill my dad on a whim. I am an assassin's son. At this point, I'm not going to blame you, but I want to know why." He says there must be some reason the JAA higher-ups, with Shiba interrupting him saying, "Amane, don't ask me about this, please." And we get a flashback with Yatsumura telling him, "Shishiba, don't ask me about this, please. I told you. Don't get to know your enemy too well." With Shiba saying, "I get it now. Back then, Mr. Yatsumura was trying to protect me." We then go on to see one of X's men go on to surprise and attack Amane. But with Amane almost being too late, Shiba comes in to protect Amane and attack him. However, because of this, Shiba was also injured and attacked in the process. And because of that, we see that he has a very grave wound that could be very deadly to him. Then we see as he falls to the floor, Amane asks, "Why did you do that? Are you trying to atone for what you did?" Shiba says, "Good question, hard to say." Then he tells him, "Run, Amane," with Amane saying his wound is deep. "If I leave him," then we get into one of X's men saying, "Damn it, you bastards. You're gonna die painful deaths. Your family and friends, your pets, and your neighbors too." He goes on to say, "In a small dark room, I'll carve you up into little pieces while you're still alive." Now keep in mind, y'all, this is about assassins, so you shouldn't really be too surprised about what all this is going on. So as we're seeing this, we see Amane, but atop of him arrives a woman. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think it's Kumane, if I'm not wrong, but I know in the chapters they're going to say her name. But she also arrives back to the battlefield with Amane goes so to reach his weapon back out. Then as she is trying to run towards him, we see a seesaw cutting in right in between them. And as they're cutting right in between them, it goes on. And then we see one of the other X's crew said, "Watch out, Kumanami." So I was right. If I was wrong, y'all let me know down in the comments, but I think I was right about it. But as he is trying to warn her that there's someone down there, we see that he cuts up around him and he falls into the floor. Then as we hear noise, and as Amane is looking, we then see that the dude pieces comes right back up into different severed pieces with him falling back on the floor. We see a hand come out from out of the ground, and as we see is no one other than Osuragi with a shocked look on both Amane and Kunanami. Then we see Shiba saying Osuragi with her crawling back, and as she sees Shiba, she goes to him and says, "Poor Mr. Shishiba, hang on a minute, I'll be right back, don't die." Then we see her go on and grab Amane and choke him. She says, She asks, did you do this to Mr. Shishiba? Then Konami asks, what's with this chick? And with Shishiba saying, uh-oh, she's pissed. With him trying to say, Osuragi, no. And we see a pissed off and mad Osuragi choking this boy, really saying, are you ready to die? Then we cut back into the storage vault below the museum. We go back to Nagumo, and as he had already stabbed X previously in the previous chapters, then he's going to thinking to himself, the laceration should have penetrated his heart. Why isn't he dead? We then see a laughter from X with him saying, and then next thing you know, he says, all of you look like such dopes, with literally a shocked look on both of their faces, with, unlike a certain fatso we know, you haven't changed one bit, Nagumo. Then we go on to say, how boring, with a shocked Nagumo saying, Akko, which was definitely crazy when that's how it was when it was revealed to Sakamoto. And that is the end of the chapter, and that is to be continued. Now, we are going to get into the discussion and the review of it. I say this chapter was 8.5 to a 9. I think that's very fair. I personally think that is a very fair rating because we got a little insight into the backstory. However, we know Yatsumaro isn't dead. However, his son and all of them doesn't know that. But what I do know is that I know Orosuragi is finna pop off next chapter. I know that for a fact. I know Nagumo is finna really be in question, like, yo, what the is going on right now? How is it from X to Akko? As we know, he didn't know anything about that. And as well as X's, should we say, slur, K, he has different aliases. His brother was also confused himself. So I think this chapter was actually at 8.59. I think that was a very fair review. I think the chapter is very good. I think it's starting to become onto that level where you need every chapter to really be like, man, I need the next chapter to know what's going on. I really say it wasn't much less fighting in this one, in this chapter. I want to say it was just more so revealing things and more of a little explanation, which is why I say I think that's a fair review. But yeah, that is actually it with it. You know, I'm actually ready for the next chapter. You guys let me know what you think is going to happen in the next chapter. Like I said, I think Orosuragi is really going to pop off in the next chapter and really go off. I really think we're going to get maybe explained a little bit more of the mixed personalities and everything like that. Because if he penetrated his heart, even if it was a mixed personality, he should be dead. Truly. So I do wonder if they're going to explain that into the next chapter as well. And I also want to get back into Sakamoto, the brothers. I know Shin won his fight, you know what I'm saying? He didn't kill the dude, but he did win his fight, you know what I'm saying? Stocks is up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's it with the video, man. Like I say, don't forget to like, man, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you already haven't. Comment down below your opinions, what you think, what do you rate this chapter, and what are you looking forward to in the next chapter. And that is actually it with the video, man. And also, before I forget, don't forget to check out my other videos that's down here below. You know what I'm saying? We keeping that grind going. Also, there's any other manga that you want me to check out as well, let me know, man. Your boy will definitely get into it, and you know your boy will definitely cover it. Because like I said, I got other mangas that I'm going to be reviewing and getting into. Kagura no Bachi, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's it with the video, man. Your boy Rari is out. Y'all be safe, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.